Oh, we're rolling? Oh, yeah, sorry. Hi, my name's Stephanie Dwyer. My mother was Dorothy Dwyer and my grandmother was Ebba Margaret Bruddock. And I think she would really be pretty happy actually being a firework. I think it would be something she would really like. My grandmother died in 1994 and my mother died in 2010. It's nice not to be too miserable about a long life. Like my grandmother was 96 and my mother was 85. That's a good time to go. It's like good innings, so why not celebrate it? Because we've had the ashes hanging around for quite some time, and I think my grandmother's been hanging around in cupboards since '94, so I think this is a way of setting her free a bit. It's long overdue.
Michaela,
Craig.
how are you? Hey, Stephanie.
My mother had a real thing about, she loved fireworks, and I just thought, oh, this is perfect. It's a nice way to send the spirit through to the other side. There's a certain pagan element, I think. There's a celebratory thing.
My name's Craig Hull. I have a business, it's called Ashes to Ashes. And we specialise in sending people's ashes up in fireworks. Well, I had 2 dogs and they become a big part of my life. And then once I'd lost them, I was devastated. I didn't realise it was going to hit me so hard. And I had to find something pretty special to do with their ashes. So I thought, I know, I'll try and get a job as a pyrotechnician and fire them off the centre of the Harbour Bridge on New Year's Eve. And I think I had a few vodkas that night, so that was a bit of an inspiration as well. After I did that, the joy and the energy I got back from it, rather than the sadness, made me think this should be available to everybody to be able to do. So it just grew from there. I just built it into a business.
My mother was a strong, independent woman, very creative, very... Sorry, to think of all the things she was. She was very funny, very quick-witted, dry sense of humour. And then all of a sudden she woke up one morning and she couldn't get out of bed. I rang my sister and said, there's something wrong. They put her in the hospital. Like, I promised her that she wouldn't die in there, and I sort of said, we'll get you home no matter what. But in the end, I think she was in quite a lot of pain. And so they found a really nice, quiet ward with a bit of a view, and we just stayed with her for, you know, it took about 10 days. She did love life, and the last thing she ever would have wanted would be to be in that state where she knew what was going on but couldn't do anything about it and couldn't express herself. So, but she stayed with us, you know, and then she went into a sort of a comatose state. But for a heavy smoker, she really chugged along for the last 48 hours. Like, you know, they stopped treatment, and then, you know, she took her last breath and we were all there. I found it devastating losing her, because I felt like I never knew her properly, or we were never close. We were at odds a lot. It was a very fraught relationship.
Today's event is very special because Michaela's mother and grandmother will be the first humans that we're actually sending up in fireworks. Done a few pets so far, just it gave us a good testing ground and to work out our methodology. And I've looked across and seen people's faces when they've sent dogs up, pets, and they're smiling and they've got tears of joy in their eyes more than tears of sadness.
My mother and grandmother, in my memory, never had a particularly good relationship.
You know, it was a sad relationship, mother and daughter. It's one of the most powerful relationships you ever have, and that they sort of missed out on that. So we're sort of hoping that symbolically, you know, that we can send them up and they can sort of fight it out in the sky.
Tonight is about participation and ownership in how you love, honour and remember the people you love who no longer live. And being able to do something as beautiful and as crazy as sending people up in fireworks produces a memory.
They could really hate this, being sent up together, but we just thought they can fight it out up there. It'll make for better fireworks.
I think what we'll see in the sky with the fireworks will be her spirit soaring. She had a lot of spirit and, you know, freedom.
It seemed totally right. I know this might not be right for everyone, but for us it was, you know, quite wonderful. I feel like now I have the perfect relationship with her. Like, it's good now.